We are already halfway through the year. Are you still on track with your goals? Do you need to restart? Have you forgotten about your goals altogether? It's okay, because I know a lot of us are just trying to make it through the year, and also we are doing our best. After you make goals, you want to make sure that you look at them, that you review your progress. You don't want to just make goals and never look at them again or never think about them again. So that is why a progress check is important. First thing you want to do is pause, review, and reflect. So take a moment to look at your progress and see if you're headed in the direction you want to go, because sometimes we are just head down working on our goals and it might not even be the best use of our time. It might not be the best prioritized goal at that time. As you're reviewing your goals, you want to think about what went well, what didn't go so well, and what can you change. One thing I like to do is to track my wins every month. Also, I like to track lessons learned and also how can I improve. I have all those already to go for me to reflect on half the year, because I did it monthly, I did it weekly. I suggest you all try that if you haven't already, because sometimes you think about the year so far, like, oh my gosh, what happened in those 6 months? And if you already have a record to pull from, you already know what happened because you tracked it every month and you tracked it every week. It makes everything easier when it's time to do your check-ins and do your reviews. So after you have paused, you reflected, you reviewed your goals, now you know what's working and now you know what's not working. So now you need to change your plan to make sure that you are set up for success. If you found out that you're not a morning person and you're more productive at night, maybe you need to switch that now so you can actually get a certain goal done. So now you want to re-strategize, reprioritize, and replan. You do not have to stick to the same goals that you had at the beginning of the year. We change throughout the year, our goals change throughout the year, our needs change throughout the year. So if you want to get rid of any goals, do that. You all know that I talk about only having 1 to 3 goals and really putting your focus on those. So if you're juggling or trying to juggle like 5, 6 different goals, then maybe it's time to drop some of them. And if you haven't made progress on any of your goals so far this year, then I highly recommend you only focusing on 1 to 2, to be honest. So if you need to let some goals go, it's okay. Focus on what really needs your attention, what really needs your time. If you all want to check out my video about how to prioritize your goals, then go check out that video where I really get into a practical way that you can find out what's important to you and what you should actually focus on. So go check out that video. Have I fallen off when it comes to some of my goals? Yes and no. Yes, because I'm not working on it to its full capacity, even though it was a goal. No, because I'm still working on it, so it's still being maintained even if I'm not working on it to its full capacity. And there are also some goals that I've hit already and that is going well. So you may have some goals that you've already achieved, some goals you're still working on, and some goals that you may need to revisit. And I also want to add that you can add things in that weren't a part of your goals originally, because sometimes we forget about other things that we're doing throughout the year, other things that we've accomplished, other successes. And just because it wasn't a goal, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't celebrate yourself and you shouldn't put it on your list, because you should. So now it's time to refocus, recommit, and start again. That's one thing that I love. You can always restart however many times that you need, as long as you are continuing to work on yourself, you're continuing to learn, you're continuing to grow. Every day is a new day. Every week there's a new start. Every month. So you still have time. If you want to change your goals to make it more easier, to make it more simple, to make you feel proud of yourself at the end of the year, feel free to do that. There is no shame in that. If you said you want to lose 10 pounds and you know by the end of this year you'll probably only lose 5, change your goal to 5 pounds. You can do that as many times as you want, as many times as you need, but that is the purpose of these check-ins and these reviews, because you can take stuff off your list. You can add things to your list. One thing I like to do is add something that I've already done. Like, oh, that wasn't a goal, but I did it. So now I'm adding to my goal list just to make myself feel good. You can do that. You can shorten your list. You can change your list. You can do whatever you want because it is your goal list. So do whatever you need to do to feel proud of yourself. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I think you'll like this video next, so check it out.